Wes, that was a one-point game with about 3:10 left to go. What could your team have done better down the stretch there to pull that game out?
I mean, it's easy to say make shots. I mean, some of the execution, had some turnovers in that stretch. Big offensive rebound, I think, right before that play, or before that window. Two big threes that allowed them to kind of open it up a little bit.
Were you happy with your team's offensive possessions in that next 2 minutes?
Not all of them, no. I mean, obviously, the turnover late, it was a big piece, but we knew, I mean, Curry, it's what he does. Some of the other guys got going a bit. Poole got going first half, particularly that second quarter. Draymond makes an impact in a lot of ways that don't show up in the box score. Just pushing us, up the floor a little bit, disrupting us offensively. And he makes some plays that those other two guys aren't on the floor. They probably don't bother you quite as much, but you can't have those type plays on top of, the shot making, the three-point ability of Poole and Curry.
Why do you think KP slowed down in the second half?
Well, I mean, they started to wear on him, and Draymond's, one of the best defenders in the league for a reason. He's just going to kind of keep a body on you. He's very handsy. He just wears you down.
What did you see from Monte in his game back?
Thought he's pretty good. A nice little stretch there. I believe into the third, beginning of the fourth. It's just it's good to see him out there. I think he does a lot of good things for us, but we just got to get a little bit more.
Just back to KP, and I guess obviously wearing down is a thing, but what can you guys do to get someone who's that on fire in the first half, more touches, more shots?
Well, part of it was how they were guarding him. And they had Looney out there on him. It gives him a little space. And Draymond's not going to give him that space. So, I mean, I want to credit their defense as well. A lot of it is just, pace into what we do, the angles of our screens, and just try to create a little bit more separation for him. It's tough to get him in a post. There's, Draymond's going to root him out. So just get him off of him a little bit, screen him into situations, loosen him up.
Obviously, a couple of the fouls Denny would like back, but I guess where do you think that he maybe struggled a bit tonight?
I mean, it's tough. He's going to guard those smalls. They're really good offensive players. They're going to get the benefit of the whistle. I think it's a learning experience. The more and more he gets comfortable playing with those guys. But I thought he did a decent job. I mean, it's you can argue whether they're fouls or not, but I think more and more the opportunities he gets to play those type of players, he's going to be better for it.
Kyle, as you know, that was a one-point game with about 3:15 left to go. What let them pull away to that degree that they did?
It was really tough. We had some rough possessions. We had some possessions defensively where we kind of fell asleep. There was one where we left Draymond under the rim and he had a layup. We kind of just imploded a little bit, and there's a couple of things that just didn't go our way. It was really challenging to overcome. So.
What did you see from Monte tonight?
He had a solid game. He was in attack mode. He did a great job of just playing at his pace, and he got other guys involved with his assist numbers.
Wes said he thought for you it was more off shooting rather than the defense that they had on you. Would you agree with that? How would you classify your night offensively?
I thought it was solid. I mean, you could look at the numbers, but I had about 10, 12 grenades, and I shot the ball, 5-6 seconds on the clock every time. So sometimes that just happens. You're going to have nights like that. But no, not crazy. So.
And aside from just getting Brad back, what can you guys do to turn this thing around after having lost 5 of 6?
Getting Brad back is really going to help. Just having another guy that can get into the paint and help generate threes. That's something that we've been really missing is, another guy to really get into the paint and help other guys get shots off. And having him back, obviously his scoring, but it's going to allow us to, accomplish that.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Cool. Monte first. How did you feel out there?
I felt all right. My hammy got a little tight, probably like second half. But I pushed through. Wasn't nothing crazy that happened. I feel like it just got tight on me.
And what was it like trying to close out this game? Getting stops against that team.
It's tough. I mean, their chemistry is second to none. I mean, they've been together for a long time. They got confidence in everyone that check in, and everybody knows their own role and what they need to do, and what they need to turn down to get other guys open. So, I mean, it's tough. You can't really make mistakes with that team because they're so good.
Just not necessarily for this game, but generally, you've always talked about that. You want to get to know your teammates and things like that. As being a point guard, I guess midway through the season, how have you felt that process has gone so far?
I feel like the process is definitely going great, and I think it's trending in the right direction. I feel like just more guys listening to me, and I'm listening to guys, and I know like where they need the ball at now to be more effective, and just getting a rebound. They finding me, and I'm able to advance the pass and get guys open looks, and that's my job. I try to make the game easier for everybody else, and we just got to keep doing it and trending in the right direction.
Obviously, Steph is a great player. What did you hope to try and accomplish? You were guarding him a lot tonight.
I mean, it's not just like the way they play is not just me one-on-one with Steph. I mean, he passed it. His toughest job for me, and anybody can contest to it that done guarded Steph, is when he get the ball up, because he in so much good shape. And they bigs do a great job of setting screens to a point where he got a little bit of daylight, and that's all he really needs. So my job, I was just trying to make him play inside the three-point line when I was on him, and when I was chasing him, just try to not foul him. He's a hell of a player. He gonna make tough shots like the one you seen late in the game off the double, and he just chucked it up and hit it. But great players make great plays, and he's definitely Hall of Famer. So I just I got a different respect for him. So I just try to make it tough on him.
It seemed like you tried to maybe be a little bit more aggressive attacking the rim tonight. I guess. Do you feel like that's something where you want to maybe increase the amount you try and put the pressure on the rim?
I mean, yeah. I mean, for me, I just gotta, just stay aggressive. When I'm aggressive, it open up everything. It help my teammates. I just can't be like passive. Every time I'm aggressive, I can make plays, make the right reads. I just gotta put that onus on myself. And lately, I've been feeling good. I mean, it helps that shots going in that wasn't going in earlier in the season. But I feel good. I'm out there just having fun, smiling, and just enjoying the game that I fell in love with when I was real young. So that's how I'm kind of approaching this whole this rest of the season.
What can you guys do to turn things around, having lost 5 out of the last 6?
Just keep going. I mean, the good thing is, we're not getting blew out. We don't have Bradley. We ain't got Brad right now. I know they always say next man up, but that's a bunch load of how we created this roster and how we shaped this team, to be. So, that's a 30-point player right there. So when we, can put him back into the lineup and the rotations, I feel like, we're going to take off. I feel like at the end of the day, we're not getting blew out by teams. We winning. The games we do win, they may be close or, stuff like that. But we've shown flashes of what we, can be. So we're not out here just losing by 25, 30 points. So I just, tilt my hat on, if we just stay with it, don't get down on ourselves and just keep doing it. The odds got to turn, So we just got to come in and keep trying to get better.